And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12.
Now it's Burrow.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, T.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Jam.
Here's a give to Mixon. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
On one, right? Hey, watch the slant. 11. White 6. 54. 11.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. They find some open field here. He's at the 30. 10, 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
And how about the rapport that these two had last year as rookies? Exactly what the Bengals had in mind when they made Joe Burrow the first-round pick and T. Higgins the second.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Hey, switch gears.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. Crunch. Watch that. Watch that.
Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Watch the run. Watch the run.
51's the mic, boys. 51. 11. Switch.
51's the mic.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 11.
And Burrow going to throw again.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Duke Dawson picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
107 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Jameis to throw it. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
These two teams all tied after one.
Black 22. Check. 55's the mic. Watch the run.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Montgomery. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Check. 11 Thomas. 11 MT.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Gun. Got. Right, 80.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check.
Burrow on play action. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go. Got.
51, Mike.
Right, 80. Right, hot.
51.
11 mighty.
Yo.
11.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow throwing the out route incomplete. That's Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I'm wide, ready? 12.
Not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
mix in to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Mike 41. They've got to wedge that, huh?
Hey, let's get some pace.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, 5 on the 50. Check 5 on the 50. Green, triple C. Let's go.
On play action, Winston. It's complete to Robinson. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got this down to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that they don't start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Winston escaping the pressure right. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the curls.
He finds Robinson. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Push him back. Push him back. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Green, triple team.
From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A first throw for the backup Foles. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They go play action with Burrow. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Here's Here's 2nd and 10.
One. Run, watch the run. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go.
Bulls on the handoff. Here's Cohen. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing. Winston. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They go play action. Winston. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Safety creep. 11 MT.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Burrow. Pass caught. It's Kwan Baker. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Here we go. 180. Raise up.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bears' 35-yard line.
On 1, ready?
Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
11, Thomas.
Coming this way. Here we go. 58, boys. 58. 58 to Mike.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. Open man is Uzama. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Turn up.
Check 37.
A handoff to Mixon, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go.
2nd and 5.
Watch the pass.
180. Raise hot. 48.
Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Slam. Check 24, check 24.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Back now at Soldier Field. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Well, 193 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Working with a 2nd and 3. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
No. Off.
Here's Muhammad.
Let's go. Come on.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the screen.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Cordray Tankersley with a pick, and they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even. 4 down. Even. Hey, alert 3. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Kawan Baker. 77 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Winston. Deep ball for Goodwin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 25. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
11. Big 13.
Now Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 25. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion.
41 Mike, 41 Mike. Go, go, go. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Alert 3. Shift, shift, shift.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here we go. Mike 48, Mike 48. Here we go. 6 man.
A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they